What I think people don't look at enough is the relationship between Putin himself and Mohammed bin Salman, so two strongmen. In early February, we're picking up that Mohammed bin Salman tried to get Putin on the phone with his father, King Salman, to talk about production cuts. At first, Putin wouldn't take the call at all, and when he did take the call, he wasn't willing to go in for the cuts. So that really set up the OPEC meeting last week. The Russians are upset because the Saudis have not come through on their promise through the OPEC Plus deal, unwritten promise, which was to invest more in Siberia and LNG facilities. And then you have a geopolitical part of this, which is Putin pointing at the United States. He doesn't like and never has liked the shale oil producers and so wants to take them down. But at the same time, he's upset at two sanctions, the Nord Stream sanctions for his pipeline to Europe, and then the Rosneft sanctions on Venezuela. So you have personal clash and you have geopolitical clash at the same time.
So in this case, though, both are going to be losers here until it's resolved. I mean, neither Russia nor Saudi, it sounds like, can balance their books with oil where it's trading right now. So there's a lot of people in the market who think this will be resolved in days or weeks. What are they missing?
Logic, if I had to bet right now on whether it's tactical or strategic, whether it's days or weeks, I'd say 50-50. And my 50% on why it will be solved is logic just says it's not in anybody's interest. The 50% why it wouldn't be solved is authoritarian leaders who are emotional and inflexible are not always entirely logical. And so one has to watch both aspects of this as it unfolds.
You mentioned the U.S. shale angle here. What do you think happens in terms of America's interest? Because unfortunately or fortunately, the shale revolution means we suffer as much from the falling oil price as we are helped by it. It's kind of a net wash. Does that mean you would expect, and look, the president this morning was tweeting, hey, this is going to be good news, lower gas prices for consumers, which is true. It's just offset by the oil producing regions that will suffer. So how would you expect America to play a role in this, if any, as it continues?
Well, there's no doubt that over the short term that shale producers in the U.S. could be hurt by this, and especially those operating at more than $20 in terms of costs per barrel. And so that's a real possibility. And the Saudis and Russians, government intervention can make them do certain things, and the U.S. government can't make shale producers do those. I'd also watch places like Venezuela and Iran. They're on a knife's edge anyway in terms of their political systems and their support for their people. And at these low prices, they're really in much deeper trouble than beforehand. But the shale producers will bounce back, and the prices will bounce back as well. So what's going to happen is they may win some market share by the Saudis and the Russians over time, but they're going to lose revenue, and that's what every one of these oil price wars has shown. You can win some market share, but you're going to lose more on the revenue side over time.